Wow, so you've really written a long recommendation. And I know one of the things you've been thinking about is your spelling and whether you have vowels and whether it's easy to read, making sure the reader. So I wonder if, to give that a test, maybe I could read it and we could see if I can read it. Do you think that's a good plan? All right. Dear reader, I recommend Nicholas, Where Have You Been? I think this book is for every second grader. I like this book because you learn a lesson in to not go to a different place unless you are a grown-up. So you only go to a different place if you're a grown-up. Okay. I also like this book because Nicholas gets the food that he needs. I also like this book because Nicholas...
I don't know how to write Nicholas's friends.
That he's a good friend to someone?
I was going to write Nicholas's friends stopped him when he was talking because they didn't really understand. But Nicholas didn't get to the part yet, so this is what they were thinking.
Oh, but that's not what he was saying?
That's not what he was saying, because he was saying back here that he meant a bird, that he was going through a field to get them a surprise, and when he got there was a big bird, like a crow, that picked him up, and when the crow picked him up, he was wiggling and the crow dropped him and he got into a bird's nest.
Uh-oh. So he kind of had an adventure.
Like a nice bird's nest, though.
Oh, so it's when he's talking about it, it sounds like it might be a little bad, but it's not.
And the bird gives him berries. But before he said about the nice bird, the friends thought, like, whoa, we really need to
help him,
like,
go get the birds.
Yeah.
So you like that Nicholas's friends were kind of ready to help him, but what they really needed to do was listen to what he had to say.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that you said that a good way. I think there was one word, and I got a little confused, and maybe you could. You learn a lesson to not go to a different place unless. Did you mean unless you are a grown-up or unless you're with a grown-up?
Unless you're with a grown-up.
Okay, and because what you even pause. So, do you know how to add a caret when you want to add a word? Do you know about doing that? So you could add that. Since you've really been working on listening for all your vowels, I'm wondering if we can work on one word that is a really hard word and you got really close. Would you like to work on it? Let's take a Post-it note. I see some right back here. And we're going to look at this word because I think you can get almost all of it. So you have here the word learn, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to show you what letters you have right. So you wrote L-O-R-N. And learn has, and you got the L, and you got the R, and you got the N. So let's think about that sound in there, learn. This might make us think of lorn. What sound do you think might make another kind of sound, learn? Let's see if that looks right. Does that look right to you?
No.
Okay. Can you write the word? Can you write her? All right. So what sound do those two make? Okay. So what do you think that's going to be an E? Put it in. So learn is a really strange word. This is learn, which we would never hear that letter. But That's the word learn. But you got so much closer when you thought of her, learn, than when you had an O there. Do you think you could fix that right there? Why don't you just put a line through it and write it from the top? Terrific. And I think now you even know what you're going to, so you really did. I could read almost the whole thing except where we left out a word, which you were wanting to. And we kind of solved this problem of what you're going to keep writing. You told me about the book, and I think you now want to write about that Nicholas' friends didn't take time to listen to him. Is that true? Do you think that will get you unstuck and you can keep going? Terrific. Go ahead, and I'll let you have those. Okay?